Hello, we're live. Welcome to Sculpt Live with myself. I have Kirk here as well. What's up?
What's up, everybody?
As you're hopping on, go ahead and say hi in the comments so I know you're here. I can give you a shout if anyone's there. Right now it looks like nobody's there. I'm gonna post the playlist. In the link, you can even see me doing it right now.
I'm gonna go get sweats out.
Do it.
You got the heat back up in the studios.
Ooh. Okay, I just posted the playlist link in the comments, so go ahead and snag that and get it geared up and ready to go here. Also, if you're just jumping on, please comment, say hi, so I know you're here. I'd love to know who's sculpting with me and Kirk today. We decided to turn the heat back on for the first time today, so you'll see some nice, ugly, sweaty faces from me and Kirk during class, but we're excited to ease our way back into the heat eventually here soon. Hi, Annie. Yay! You can't wait either. I know. We decided not to go balls to the wall and go straight for 90 some. We're just gonna ease our way in with high 80s and work our way up from there, but I think it'll feel so good to be in the heat again. If you're just jumping in, comment below, say hi, let me know you're here so I can say hello to you. And if you're just jumping on, I just posted the playlist in the comments link, so you can grab it there from Spotify if you want.
My bad.
If you want to listen along while we're going.
My bad.
Hi, Dow.
What's up, Dow?
Now we're out of. Scoot it back a little bit. You see us both still.
Kirk just not the camera now. Live television, what do you expect?
Super glamorous. You can see, I still have the front of my mat on.
Yeah, I'm gonna adjust the camera angle. I don't know what
Hi, Dow. We're excited too. I don't know if I just had it tilted downward or what, but it seems like it. Or if we scoot the whole thing, I don't know what we did, but it's fine.
Kirk does not.
Okay.
Kirk messed everything up. Is what we did.
Let's go.
Byron, what's up, brother?
Hi, Byron. Hey, you did this class last week, so you're going to be a pro at doing it again this week. I changed it a little bit, but overall, it's a good one. I want to teach you again.
Back a little bit.
Hi, guys. As you hop in, keep commenting so I can say hi and know that you're here. And grab the playlist from the comments. I posted the link. And I'm going to start my watch because this will be my workout today, too. Okay, we'll get started here in like 30 seconds. So get your playlist prepped, set up your space, grab some weights or anything that will serve as your weights today. It can be, I've seen all kinds of stuff. Hi, Chantal. Welcome. Glad you're here too. Hey, you're not late. We haven't even started yet, so no big deal. Whatever you want to use as weights today, we've seen all kinds of stuff. So just something to add a little resistance that's easy for you to hold on to during class to make this a little more sculpty.
We have the heat turned on in the studios again, and I'm already sweating, and class has not started.
My hands are sliding down my thighs while I stand here. So this will be entertaining. You guys can watch, Kirk's taking a time-lapse video. We can watch us slowly turn red and die over a time-lapse. Cool. Okay, let's get started. So I'm going to start the playlist right now. Make sure I turn it down a little bit so we're not too loud. And you start yours. And I learned the hard way last time on do not disturb, so I'm gonna just triple check that I have do not disturb set before we go.
I'm in class, so actually we'll call you.
If anyone else calls me though, just in case. Okay, let's start please in down dog. Come to down dog. Start to find some movement right away. Pedal through your feet, spread wide through your fingers. And just notice how your body feels on this Wednesday. Lots of sitting inside for me, and I'm sure it's the same for you. So maybe you need a bigger stretch through your hamstrings, through your calves. And then start to warm up through your upper body. So squeeze your hands in toward one another and draw your shoulders down your back. Breath in here. Let go. And as you set a little intention for practice today while you're at home, I want you to do what you can right now, the best that you can. So even if that means taking a couple breaks and then coming right back in, or maybe stillness once in a while feels better before you start to add movement, that's okay. Do the best that you can in this moment with what you have right now. I know as we're responding to all of what's going on, we can only do what we can with the information we have now, and I feel the same as on your mat. One more breath in. Let it go. Inhale, bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, ragdoll at the top of your mat. Stay and breathe. Walk your feet out wide as much as you like. Kirk's got them about mat distance here. You can take them wider if you like. Bend your knees a lot. Kirk's got a bind here of opposite elbows. You can do that. Or maybe if you need to open up your shoulders a bit, interlace your hands together behind your low back. Let your belly drape toward your thighs. Shake your head, yes and no. Breath in here. Exhale, plant your left hand. Inhale, ragdoll with a twist. Lift your right arm. Breathe. Find some movement. Roll through your shoulder. Kirk loves arm circles. Talk about it for days. You can take arm circles here if you like, or roll through your wrist or your fingers. Breathe in and reach up. Exhale, plant your right hand. Inhale, ragdoll with a twist. Left arm high. Stay and breathe. Same thing here. Find movement on this side. Bring a deep bend through your right knee. Let the twist come through the center of your body. One more breath in, reach up tall. Exhale, forward folds. Toe heel your feet together, hip distance. Inhale, halfway lift, press into your shins. Exhale, forward fold, head hangs heavy. Inhale, mountain pose, stay and breathe. Good. Ground down in through your feet, engage your quads so your kneecaps lift. And let your tailbone drop straight toward the floor. Roll your shoulders down and away from your ears. Breath in. Exhale, lateral stretch to your right. Capture your left wrist. Lean over your right side body. If it feels better to not capture your wrist and just let your arm drop, you can totally take that as well here. Roll your shoulders open. Take an exhale. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, take it to the other side. Stay and breathe. Let your hips slide in the opposite direction, but keep your legs and quads engaged as you lift your kneecaps up. Good. Take an exhale here. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank, stay and breathe. Stack your shoulders over your wrists and your heels over your toes. Press the mat away. Create energy between your hands and find space between your shoulder blades. And now engage your quads. Just like you did in mountain pose, press through the backs of your legs. I promise this makes plank easier. Take a breath in here and let it go. Alternating heel lifts. As you exhale, lift your right heel up off the mat. Inhale, release. Exhale, switch legs. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Squeeze your glute to lift your leg. I don't want you to lift too high here. It's really easy to bring your heel, swing it up above where your booty's at. If you just squeeze your glute, your leg will lift. Bring your awareness back into your upper body. Stack your shoulders over your wrists. This will take the work out of your joints. Good, and then light up through your belly as you hug into spine. Take 2 more on each leg. I can hear Kurt breathing. He's shaking already. I know you are at home too. When you're done with your 2, hold in high plank for 1 breath. Exhale, downward facing dog. Woo! Already starting to sweat a little, maybe? Yeah, breathe in. Let it go. Inhale, bend your knees and look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, we flow right through. Exhale, side stretch to your right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. Drop to your knees if you like. Take 10 wide arm push-ups. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. You can take these from your toes as well. Walk your hands out mat distance. Good. Pinch your shoulder blades together on the bottom of your push-up and use your chest muscles to press back up. Use your breath. Inhale, down. Exhale, up. Hold in high plank when you're done with your 10. Just stay and breathe. I know, it's the last place you want to go when you're tired already, but stay for 2. 1, exhale, downward facing dog. Woo! Breathe in. Let it go. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Pause. Shift forward into plank. Draw your knee into your chest. Hug your belly in tight. Move breath to movement. Inhale, kick your leg back. 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Shift forward. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, knee to nose. Let your core start to light up. Take a few more. You can go slow. Imagine your heel just gliding through butter as you press back. Squeeze through your glutes. Smooth breaths as you move in and out. Maybe even exhales out your mouth as you come through plank and bring your knee to your nose. Good. Pause and knee to nose in 3. Last 2. Last one, pause. Exhale, low lunge. Step your foot down. Woo! Use your core. Stay and breathe. Find a little bit of wiggle movement here, forward and back. Maybe you drop to your back knee like Kirk here and find a stretch through your front hip flexor. Yes, arms can come up overhead. If you did drop to your back knee, you can even roll to the knife edge of your front foot. Find a little wiggle room there. Take an exhale and low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Breathe. Stack your shoulders up over your hips and square your hips toward the front of the mat. Find a little bend in your back knee to light up through your inner thighs. Take single lunges. You can bring your hands to heart center if you wish. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Exhale, up. Nice and slow to start. We're not in a hurry. Think more about depth and control. So if you can you even kiss your leg almost, just the very top of your kneecap, depending how long your legs are, right? That's a little easier for me than someone with longer legs. But it's about the idea, right? Drop low. Squeeze your inner thighs in. Your hands are at heart center. Press your elbows out wide just to activate through your upper body. Light up through your chest. Pulse in 3. Last 2. 1, tiny pulse, so small. Take the bounce out. Let it be a controlled 1 inch lower and lift for 3. Hold low in 2. Exhale, sink low. Inhale, star pose. Stay and breathe. Open up toward the side. Let the front of your body open up as you inhale. Exhale, side lunge to the back of your mat. Bend your left knee. Press your hips back. Both sets of toes face forward. Find a flat back. So you can see Kirk's got a nice flat back here as he presses his hips toward the back of the mat. Both sets of toes face the same direction. Take an exhale and side lunge. Inhale, warrior 2 to the front. Stay and breathe. Bend into your right knee at 90 degrees. Roll your shoulders down and away from your ears. Extend your arms long in both directions. Breath in here. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. First one today. You can skip these today if you like, or take them from your knees. Inhale, upward facing dog. Lift your thighs up off the mat. Exhale, downward facing dog. My God, how am I out of breath just talking in a hot room? One more breath in. Let it go. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Pause, shift forward. We've been here before. Other leg, round through your upper back. Kirk's got lots of space here. Move breath to movement. Inhale, kick back behind you. Exhale, knee to nose. Move breath to movement, your own pace. Exhales out your mouth as you need. If it helps to hear your breath and that makes you feel stronger, then do that. Good. Flex your toes to keep your leg active. Shift all the way forward into plank each time you come through. Take one more, then hold and knee to nose. Light up through your core. Create as much space as you can between your knee and the floor. Breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Woo! Stay and breathe. Any movements you took on the first side to stretch through your legs, through your lower body. Do the same here. Find a little wiggle as you need, forward, back. Good, then start to rebuild through your low lunge. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, exhale. Inhale, crescent lunge. Breathe. Rise up, drop your shoulders down away from your ears. Sink low right away, just like you did before. Find active legs through both the front and the back side. Hands to heart center for single lunges. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale down, exhale, squeeze up. Good, nice and slow. Kirk's very good about control. This way you can see there's no bounce at the top or the bottom. He even finds a little pause at the bottom and the top of the movement. Active upper body, maybe even space between your fingertips so you can avoid just dropping your elbows. Pulse at the bottom in 3. Last 2, tiny pulse, so small. Like we can barely see it. I know you can barely see Kirk, pulse in here. I want the same thing from you. Make it so small. Last 3, 2, exhale, sink low. Inhale, star pose. Woo! Open up, look up, lean back. Exhale, side lunge to your right, to the back of your mat. Stay and breathe. You've been here before. Now bend through your right knee. Both sets of toes face forward. Find a flat back as you press your hips back behind you. Take an exhale, sink low. Inhale, warrior 2 to the front. Stay and breathe. Turn your left toes forward in line with your left knee at 90 degrees. And then squeeze your heels in toward one another and light up through your inner thighs. Breath in here. Exhale, chaturanga. Or nadaranga, you got options. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Woo! Breathe in. Let it go. Inhale, bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Stay and breathe. Kirk's got his feet at hip distance. They can be hip distance, maybe even a little wider. Maybe your big toes touch. Doesn't matter. We want active legs. So squeeze your quads as you drop your tailbone straight toward the floor. You can have your arms up with your biceps in toward your ears or hands at heart center. Breath in, sink 1 inch lower. Exhale, airplane arms. Stay and breathe. Lift your arms up above your rib cage and turn on your back body. So pinch your shoulder blades together and fire up through your triceps. Take a calf raise. Exhale, lift your heels up off the floor. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Stay low in chair. Drop your tailbone down. Maybe now you need to bring your feet a little more like hip distance apart, but keep your back body active as you lift your arms up above you. Above your hips, rather. Sorry. Sink a little bit lower. You got it in chair. Keep nice and long through your neck, through the crown of your head. Take 2 more. Last one. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, chair pose. Walk your feet out to hip distance. Sit low, low, low. Cross ankle taps. Cross your right hand to your left inner ankle. Inhale, chair. Exhale, cross and twist. Slow, slow. We're not in a hurry. I want your quads to burn. I also want you to use your core. So as you reach and twist, fire through your obliques. And you do have to sit low for this, especially if you have long legs. Maybe it's more like your shin you're tapping. That's okay, right? But I want you to sit lower than is comfortable than you would in a normal chair. Yes. Exhale as you twist and tap. Inhale, come up through chair. Reset your breath and come back down. Woo! Squat jumps in 4. Kurt can't wait. I know. Last 3. 2. Squat jumps. Go! Jump up out of your feet. Explode up out of your heels. You can use your arms to pick up the pace to help you get a little bit higher. Yeah, land with bent knees. How low can you get at the bottom of your squat jumps? Woo! You use Kirk as inspo because I already quit. Don't look at me, look at him. You guys are in this together. Come on. Drop your butt low every time. Explode up. Use your quads. Last 5. Chair pose in 4. Woo! 3, 2, chair pose. Just pulse. Just pulse. How you doing? Haven't even touched the weights yet. Last 3, 2, inhale, chair. Exhale, forward fold. Woo! Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Good one to skip if you want. Inhale, up dog. Good choice, Kirk. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Let it go. One more. Big inhale, fill up. Exhale, side out. High plank to down dog. Move breath to movement. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, down dog. Use your core to lift up and back. Now add a cross body ankle tap. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, cross. Right hand, left ankle. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, switch. Keep your feet in the same spot the whole time, but use your abs to lift your hips up and cross back as you reach toward your opposite ankle. Or shin. You don't have to touch, right? You don't have to make contact. It's just about the movement. So squeeze through your abs as you reach. Up and back and down dog, and then cross to the other side. Loud breath, I want to hear. Exhales as you twist. Inhales through high plank. Find that moment where you drop your hips down in line with your shoulders. Come on, you got this. Last 4. 3, 2, 1. Walking half burpees. Walk your feet up, one at a time, hand release, hop back. Walk up, one at a time, hop back. Notice what happens with your quads and your core as you step your feet up to the top of your mat. When you release your hands, you have to use your core, right? Sit up tall through your chest. Sit low through your legs. Warming our way up to, you guessed it, half burpees in 3, 2, half burpees, go. Sit low, hop back. Sit low, hop back. As quick as you can, like the floor's on fire every time you hop your feet back. Yeah, Kirk, come on. Woo, like you're giving a little high five at the top. Yes, every time. Last 4, hold at the top of your mat in your deepest squat in 3, 2, last one, hold your deep squat, prisoner squats. Come down, step back up. Switch which leg you step up with. I know. Try to come up just to chair if you can. Rather than all the way up to mountain pose, come up to chair. Keep your butt low. Woo! Yeah, friends. Come on. Maybe a smile on your face. Kirk will smile at you. There we go. Ooh. I know. This heat is nuts. My goodness. All right, just add to the confusion. Prisoner squat, stand up, kick, step back. Stand up, kick. So kick with the leg, you pick up second. Yes, good.
It's a lot of coordination.
I know, we gotta use your brain too, right? You can't just go on autopilot. You're doing great, you're doing great. Woo, okay. Chair pose, we're finally touching the weights in 4. Last 3, 2, last 1. Inhale, chair pose, 1 breath, sit low. Exhale, forward fold. Woo, reset your spine, inhale, halfway lift, no weights. Exhale, fold, grab your weights. Inhale, chair pose, bicep curl, nice and simple, out in front. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift, inhale, down, exhale, squeeze up. Couple things, before we add in more lower body movement, for now, focus on your curl. Control it on the way down. Try to avoid extending your elbow all the way through so that you keep activity through your bicep, even at the bottom. And then pick a chair that's a little bit uncomfortable, right? You have both feet on the floor, so sit nice and low, ground in through both feet. Kirk's got his feet at hip distance, whatever feels best for you and your body. But notice when you bring the weights out in front, if your chest wants to collapse forward, try to keep your chest lifted and just sit low through your legs. Exhale as you curl up, inhale as you lower down. Add a lateral leg lift on the right in 2. Last one, inhale, lower, ground in through your left leg. Exhale, lift your right leg. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift your right. Every time, same leg every time. Woo! Okay. You're in like a little mini one-legged chair through your left leg. But stay upright enough so that you can still let your tailbone drop low. Almost like a pistol squat, but you just hold at the worst part. Yes. Good. Flex your toes on your leg as you lift out to the side. Fire up through your glute and outer thigh as you lift up. We're targeting all this good stuff out here as you lift. Don't need to lift too high, right? Just a couple inches up and a couple inches back down. Control the way back down, just like you do on the way up. Hold everything at the top in 3. Last 2, hold at the top, mini pistol squat. Inhale, lower 2 inches through your standing leg. Exhale, stand up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift. Down and up. Woo! You can kickstand your toes here if you need a little bit more support on the outside. How you doing? Woo! Oh yeah, come on. So small. 2 inches down, 2 inches up. Try not to lock out your leg completely. Press your hips back toward the back of the mat. Give me 3. Woo! Come on. 2. Last one, inhale, chair pose. Oh! Exhale, airplane arms, tricep kick back. Nice and simple. Inhale, bend. Exhale, kick back. Inhale, bend to 90. Exhale, press back. With your kick back, try not to let your weights go any lower than hip height. Can you pause right here at 90 and press up from there? Inhale, pause and stop. Exhale, squeeze to lift. I know, what? 10 times harder when you give yourself a stopping point to lift up from. I promise you'll get twice as strong if you do it that way. Good. Notice if you're wanting to collapse forward through your chest, once again, lift up, sink low in chair pose. Make your quads work here. Your tricep isn't a huge muscle, so it'll burn quick, but can you find a pause at the top of your kickback as you squeeze everything in? Yeah. We're going to combine this with some front kettlebell swings in 3, 2, last one, kick back, swing up, kick back, swing up, kick back, swing up. I know, try not to come any higher than shoulder height, right? Just straight out in front, then kick back with your triceps, swing up. You use your whole body like you would in a kettlebell swing to swing the weights up, right? Not just the tops of your shoulders. So stand up as you lift the weights up in front. Stand up, squeeze your glutes, use the front of your body. Woo! Yeah, I know, it takes control to do the kickback movement in chair and then swing the weights up overhead, but that's the point. You got this. Tricep pulse to the back in 4, 3, 2, super small pulse, just pulse from your elbow joint, squeeze, squeeze. Woo! Come on, give me 4. Last 3, 2, exhale here. Inhale, chair pose, 1 breath. Exhale, forward fold. Woo! Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, 10 wide arm push-ups. Take it from plank or your knees, whichever. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Groups of 10 gives you the illusion that you're not doing that many in class, but I promise they sneak their way in as you start to get through class. Good. Great breath work. Still doing them from his toes like a badass. I love it. Hold plank when you're done. Strongest type plank yet, right here. Squeeze your legs. Tuck your pelvis forward. Stay for 3, 2, down dog. He's already dripping, friends. Me too, and I'm not even doing anything. 1 more breath in. Let it go. Fucking Broncos. 20 seconds. Go. Hop up off your feet. Bring your heels in towards your glutes. Try it on. Try it on. Yeah. Land with bent knees so you can spring up off the balls of your feet. If you're like Kirk and you want to find a little hang time at the top, almost like handstand prep, yeah, go for it. This is your workout. Use your core to lift your hips high. Woo! Find that hang time moment where you shift your weight into your hands. Give me 4. Down dog in 3, 2, 1. Down dog. Breath in. Let it go. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge, narrow rows. Grab your weights. Inhale, lower. Exhale, narrow row back. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, squeeze back. I'm gonna add on. For now, I want you to think a little more about low lunge and a little less like you would an airplane torso. So walk your feet out a little wider than you normally would and drape your belly toward your thigh, but keep your core engaged. Sit back and down in through your right heel so your glute is super active. Yes, let your elbows just graze your rib cage every time in your narrow row. Squeeze your elbows straight back and pinch your shoulder blades together at the top. Your back muscles are big and they take a little while to burn. Now we're going to take all that knee to nose crap and put it into action here. Check this out. Plant your weight, step back to plank, low lunge, narrow row. Plant your weights, plank, low lunge, narrow row. Woo! Take your time, it's slow, it's not a fast movement. Right leg every time, right leg every time. Yeah, as you row, take a big exhale, squeeze everything in. Inhale, step back through plank, exhale, come up and squeeze. How you doing, Kirk? Doing great?
Doing the work.
Yes! Woo! I know this is hard, it looks not hard, but it is. Low lunge in 3. Take the last few, last 2. Last 1, don't miss it, exhale, low lunge, grab your weights. Woo! Inhale, press and lunge, woo! Overhead press. Inhale, drop your elbows to 90. Exhale, press up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Great, good chance to reset. Active recovery. Legs are still active even though you're holding your lunge, so sit low. Find a little bend through your back knee so your legs can stay engaged. Kirk's really great about stabbing his elbows right at 90 degrees. You can take a little peek out to the side and see that yours do the same. Like a little goalpost every time, don't let them dip any lower. Add a lunge in 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift and press. Inhale down, exhale, press up. Woo! Again, challenge yourself to sink low. Let the weight of the weights, literally, help you sink low every time you come back down. And then use your entire body to press the weights back up overhead. Shoulders are screaming, you can take it out in front for a low rotator like Kirk has here. Otherwise, keep it going with your shoulders for 4. Hold at the bottom of your lunge in 3. Last 2. Last 1, bring your weights to heart center. Hold at the bottom of your lunge. Bend both knees. Step your back foot in 2, 3, step back, 2, 3, it's small, in, 2, 3, back, 2, 3, woo, in, 2, 3, one more, back, 2, 3, come on, stay with me, in, 2, 3, back, 2, 3, exhale, sink low, oh, inhale, star pose, oh my goodness, woo, hinge forward, keep a little bend in your knees, wide arm row, inhale, lower, exhale, squeeze back, walk your feet out to the distance that feels good to you. Kirk's got them further than hip distance, and I highly recommend that. Find a micro bend through your knees so that your hamstrings are still starting to work as well here. Pinch your shoulder blades together at the top. In a wide arm roll, you draw your elbows out wide to opposite corners of the room, but still use your back body to lift. Woo! To catch your sweat.
On our clean floors.
On the clean floors, I know. Switch into a deadlift and an upright row in 3, 2, 1. Walk your feet a little bit closer together if you need. Inhale, lower, press your hips back. Exhale, squeeze, upright row at the top. Inhale, press your hips back. Exhale, squeeze. Go slow. Start to get a little bit dizzy here when you move up and down a lot. Take your time. Think about using your back body and your deadlift. So squeeze through your hamstrings, through your glutes to lift you up. Keep a little bend in your knees as you press your hips back. In your upright row, draw your weights up to shoulder height. Pinch them together at the top. Elbows out nice and wide. Exhales as you lift. Don't lose your breath. Don't lose your breath. Not right here. Come on. Big movements, you need your breath just as much. We'll pause halfway and do your wide arm row. So check it out. Come down. Halfway. Wide row. Come back down. All the way up. Upright row. Alternate. Down. Halfway. Wide row. Down. All the way. Upright row. I know. Your brain. What's happening, right? Use your brain a little bit. You got it. You can use Kirk here as an example. Come all the way up, upright row at the top. Then on your next rep, pause on that halfway up. Take a wide arm row. Woo! Nice smooth breaths. Guess what? You get to ditch your weights in 4. Last 3. 2. Last 1. Release your weights at the top of your mat. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, side lunge to your right. 3 directional side lunge. So side lunge, ankles together, lunge to the back. Ankles together, side lunge, ankles together, lunge to the front. So we got front, middle, and slightly back. To show you what that looks like to the front. The leg you lunge in with is the one that hovers. So tap your ankles, come back. Tap your ankles, come to the middle. Tap your ankles, come to the front. And it's subtle. You don't need to come backward to the front very far. You still want your knee to track right toward your toes. But let yourself absorb the weight in your leg that you lunge into. Sink in through your left glute and your left quad. Yeah. Woo! Can you even find a little hover, like your legs on a hoverboard? It doesn't even touch the floor in between reps. Yeah. How you doing?
Awesome. Like Michael J. Fox and what do you call that movie? Name?
I don't know.
Change my brain.
I don't know. You're too busy using your brain on your lunge here. Side lunge in 3, 2. Last one, exhale, side lunge. Inhale, warrior 2, just 1 breath. Exhale, chaturanga.
Back to the future.
Oh, back to the future, yes. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Woo! Okay, breathe in. Let it go. Reset your mind. Reset your intention. What did you need today from your space? What can you do right now with the state your body's in, with the information you have? 1 more breath in. Let it go. Inhale, bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, no weights. Exhale, fold, grab your weights. Inhale, chair pose, hammer curl. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift up. This time, hammer curl, let your palms face one another and the heads of your weights face the ceiling. So squeeze your bicep to lift your weights up. Still in chair pose, and whatever chair pose is comfortable for your back and body at this point. So maybe a wider stance. I definitely like a wider stance. Or maybe your toes touch. Either way, sink low. Use your quads to sink 1 inch lower than you're comfortable doing. When you do a bicep curl out in front of your body, and you don't allow your elbows to creep back, you work harder. Your muscles work harder. The further you reach the weights out in front of you, the more work it is for your upper body. Yeah, Kirk's coming about 3/4 of the way down and 3/4 of the way up, so his biceps never get a break. Grounding through your right leg, add your left leg, lateral lift in 3. Last 2, 1. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift your left leg as you curl. Inhale down, exhale, curl and lift. Inhale, tap. Exhale, curl and lift up. Again, don't need to lift too high through your outside leg. It's just a few inches. Just a few inches. Kirk's still in chair pose on his right leg. Teeny little bend through your right knee. Make your quad and glute do the work. Fire through your outer leg on the leg lift. Flex your toes. Find a pause at the top and the bottom. Hold everything high in 3. Whew. Last 2. Last 1, hold it. Tiny, tiny pistol squat. Inhale, lower 2 inches. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Oh my God, my outer thigh's gonna cramp here. You got this. Keep your toes flexed. Press your hips back for your pistol squat every time. Take a little peek. Don't let your knees come past your toes. Straight to your toes, then straight back up. Last 3. Woo! 2. Come on. Last 1, chair pose. Breath in. Oh, exhale, airplane torso, reverse fly. Bring your weight out in front. I like hip distance with my feet. Inhale down, exhale, reverse fly. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift up. Keep a bend through your elbows, almost like you're giving someone a big bear hug. Right out in front of you, or you're holding a beach ball. Let your back muscles do the work for you in this row. So pinch your back body, almost even before you lift the weights up. So rather than using your shoulders to lift the weights and swinging them here, pinch your back body, then lift the weights, then bring it back. Pinch, lift, bring it back with control. Maybe one arm at a time here as well is a good option. Still keep yourself active. You can isolate one arm at a time that way. Come back to your breath. Exhales as you lift, inhales as you lower down with control. Give me 4 more. Come on. Last 3, 2, last 1. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, chair pose, 1 breath. Come on, you got it, Kurt. Exhale, forward fold, release your weights. Roll up, high knees. High knees. Woo! Get them up, get them up, get them up. Pump your arms at your sides, or reach your arms up overhead for a little more core. I'm repping Kansas. Okay, we're back. And Kirk has been doing high knees this whole time, right? No worries. Last 3, 2, 1. Air high fives. Welcome back, welcome back if you're here. If not, it's all good.
All the sweat, all the sweat.
1 person found us. Yay, okay. Mountain pose. Take a breath in. Exhale, forward fold. I'm just the queen of 2-part videos. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Woo! Okay, if you're just joining us, we're about to start leg number 2. If you were able to find your way back in. Take a breath in. Let it go. 1 more. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, let it out. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge, narrow rows again. Inhale, lower. Exhale, row back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze. Ground in through your left leg, but find equal weight a little bit. So you want more of the weight in your left leg, but utilize your back leg as well. Press through your back hamstring. For those of you just joining, we're on the left leg, so you didn't miss anything. Kirk just did high knees for like 2 minutes. It's no big deal. Let your shoulder blades pinch together at the top. Keep your elbows grazed in near your rib cage. Hug your core in tight as you sit in your lunge and press through your back leg. Coming back to that step back to plank with your row in 3. Last 2. Last 1, plant your weights. Step back, high plank. Step your left foot through. Take a row at the top. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, step through, narrow row. Step back, step up, narrow row. Woo! All right, half of you are back. That's great. We're just on the left leg. Starting left leg here. Step back through plank. Take your narrow row and through low lunge.
Heat is working.
The heat is working. My phone overheated, FYI. That's why we stopped. Come on. Come on. Take 2 more.
It's not used to the heat either.
Last 1. Exhale, low lunge. Grab your weights. Inhale, crescent lunge. Servers. Take them low, though. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze back. Inhale, reach. Exhale, back. I like this one arm at a time, every time. Every time. I'd like you to think a little bit less about how high you lift the weights, because that'll bring it into your shoulder, and more about your chest and biceps. So as you sweep the weights out in front, focus here, and as you draw the weights back, pinch your elbows together. Make your back body work on the back side of the rep as well. Yes. Kirk's a great example of the control here. Only about to shoulder height, not even, out in front of you. So keep a little micro bend through your elbows. Bring the bend back into your back knee so that you still sit low. We'll add a lunge in 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, sit low, reach. Exhale, squeeze back. Or if your body naturally wants to go the other way, it's no big deal. I know it's mixed reviews on what people prefer here, naturally, what your body wants to do. If you want to squeeze at the bottom, that's fine too. I find it's a good little core and shoulder exercise if you sit at the bottom of your lunge and reach your weights out in front. Little balance work. Yeah, good. Bend through your knee, come back into 90 degrees every time you sit low and crescent lunge. Woo! Yeah, I can hear Kirk breathing. Breathe with us here, come on. Even out your left leg. Sit at the bottom in 3. Last 2. Last one, bring your weights to heart center. Find your hovered lunge. Step your back foot in, 2, 3, back, 2, 3. In, 2, 3, woo, back, 2, 3, one more, stay low, through your left leg, in, back, 2, 3, exhale, sit low, inhale, star pose, oh, kettlebell swings, bring your weights out in front, inhale down, exhale, squeeze up, inhale, bend your knees, exhale, squeeze up. Lots of options with your weights here. Kirk's got them both pressed together, heads of the weights forward. You can also take them the wide way. You can take this one arm at a time. I want it to be less about your shoulders and more about your back body. So use your body weight to swing the weights up. Squeeze your glutes and hamstrings and core to lift the weights up rather than using the tops of your shoulders to just take a front raise. Yeah. Start to feel your heart rate go back up a little bit here. Active movement. Yeah, friends. Come on. Come on. Last 5. Ditch your weights in 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, low lunge your weights to the top of your mat. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, side lunge to the back. 3 directional lunge. Once again, tap your ankles in, lunge to the front. Tap your ankles in, lunge to the middle. Tap in, lunge to the back. It's not a ginormous adjustment every time, right? Kirk's only moving a couple inches in either direction to the front, to the center, and then to the back. The important part here is that you land with a deep bent right knee so that your glutes and leg absorb this work rather than your knee. So every time you come down, especially in your front and back lunge, check out your knee and toe. You want them right in line with one another. If you see your knees tracking past your toes, you've gone just a little bit too far in your lunge. Yes, good. Find a flat back. Press your hands in at heart center. Back to the future is what you decided it was on the first side, yes?
Little Marty McFly.
Marty McFly, yes. Good, hold your side lunge in 4. Last 3, 2. Last one, exhale, side lunge. Don't miss it, sit low. Woo! Inhale, warrior 2, 1 breath. Exhale, chaturanga, dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Oh, breathe in. Let it go. Last thing right here. Inhale to high plank. Back to the crossbody ankle tap. Exhale, cross. Opposite hand, opposite shin. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, cross and tap. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, cross and tap. Use your breath. Take the full inhale and plank. Use your exhale out your mouth to fire through your abs as you twist and cross. We don't have dedicated core work on your back today, so find that moment in plank, in down dog, where your core is lit up. Hold high plank for crossbody mountain climbers in 4. Last 3, 2, go. Crossbody mountain climbers, this is your last bit of work right here. Then we head to the floor to cool it down. Opposite knee, opposite elbow. This is the same thing you were just doing, but in reverse, basically, right? So stay low in plank pose. Get your heart rate high for this last little bit. I want you to do the fastest freaking mountain climbers you've ever done before for 8. Yeah, Kurt, come on. Don't quit now, butt low. There it is. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2. High plank. Drop to your knees. Woo! high five at home, especially for those of you who are super committed to not use that as a reason to quit and found another video to join us in. Okay, stay seated. Stay seated. Actually, first come to your knees, just because I want to bring your breath back a little bit. Come to half mountain pose on your knees. Inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, lateral stretch to your right, just like we started. You can drop your hand down if you like. Inhale, mini mountain. Exhale, other side. Take that breath to movement once more. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. Breathe in, lift. Other side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, come to your seat, swing your legs out in front of you. Take, butterfly pose. Bring your, or if you prefer, seated forward fold. You can take that as well. Extend your legs long. Otherwise, butterfly, bring your feet together, your knees out wide. Inhale as you sit up tall. Exhale, just gently fold forward. No need to force anything too deep here. Look for a release in your low back. If you're not on my second to last song on my playlist yet, you can find that here. As we start to cool down. When we do glute heavy work, our low back usually suffers the wrath of that. So find a release through your low back, maybe sway side to side. Take an exhale here. Inhale, roll back up. Take your time. Seated figure four. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. If you prefer the supine, you can take it on your back as well. Flex your toes. If you're on your back, I like to pull my legs toward my face. If you're seated, you can rock side to side with your legs a little bit to find a stretch. We're targeting that spot you specifically worked in your lateral leg lift and chair pose, right here. One more breath in. Switch sides. Nothing fancy. Left over right. When we're on our mats, we are constantly responding to the information we're given, deciding how we'll react. And that is just the way that life has been recently. When you're a planner, it doesn't matter. It all goes out the window because your phone overheats, right? Or you get a call during your class and you just pivot and adjust and do what you can with what you have right now. One more breath in. Unwind your legs. Come to your back if you haven't yet. Inhale, bring your knees into your chest. Exhale, supine twist to your left. Breathe. Let both knees fall to the left side. You can extend one leg or you can stack your knees one on top of the other. Let your upper body relax down onto the floor. Thanks, Anne, for tuning in for what you could. Sorry we dropped out in the middle. For those of you still on with us, give yourself this last little stretch in Shavasana. You've earned it. Take an exhale here. Inhale, bring your knees back to center. Exhale, supine twist. As you're ready, take your time. Other side. Might need to shimmy one hip underneath the other. If you feel your shoulder come up off the earth, just release out of your twist a little bit. Start to feel your heartbeat slow, your breath slow down just a little. Thank your body for all the work you've put in. Exhale here. Inhale, draw your knees back into center. Happy baby's pose. Find the backs of your legs, maybe your ankles, shins, toes, and find a little bit of a rock side to side. Release through your low back. If you want a little hamstring stretch, you can extend through one leg and then the other. Kick it toward the ceiling. Start to bring your knees back in. As you inhale, give yourself one last big hug. Arms around your shins, nose to your knees. Thank you, body, for this work. And exhale, Shavasana. Let it go. Let your arms and legs go nice and long. Take up space here on your mats. This time is for you. I'll guide you out in just a moment. Slowly take a deep breath in and sigh it out. Find some movement, your fingers and your toes, your ankles, your wrists. Maybe rock your head side to side on your mat. And as you inhale, long body stretch, reach your arms high above you, toes below you, find length. Exhale, roll through your right side. Take your time. Come up to a comfortable seat at the top of your mat. Your eyes can stay soft or closed. Inhale, stretch your arms high overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Thank you so much for taking this time to be on your mat here with us. The light in me sees and honors the light in each and every one of you. We bow forward and say, Namaste.
Namaste.
Woo! We survived. For those of you that hung with us all the way to the end, props for, that would have been a really easy way to be like, yes, I'm done today. So thanks for joining us. Keep your eye out for, more Power Life Live, more announcements from Power Life as we head closer to hopefully reopening here. And thanks for coming. Post a little comment if you have any thoughts, questions, feedback. Thanks for working hard and joining us.
Sweat, 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 sweat.
Turk's drenched. I feel like I shouldn't have started my watch because I'm like, well, I'm not really doing anything. But I somehow still got a workout in. Heart rate high, just being in the heat. Thanks, Byron.
Later, Byron.
Thanks for being here. Hopefully we'll see you soon. Thanks, Dal.
Thanks, Dal. Good seeing you, brother.
Thanks for always showing up. You always do. Thanks for being here. Now that air's kicking on in this way.
Thanks, Annie.
Thank you, Annie. Have a great rest of your Wednesday, guys. Thanks for joining.
If you guys have yet to log into the mobile app so you're able to pre-register for classes. Make sure you can get on the app and you can actually log in. In the next couple of days, we'll be releasing classes for you to pre-register for. That is a change from what we normally have done. Not going to be for forever, but it's going to be the new normal for a little while.
Questions, let us know. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your hump day, everybody. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you soon. Take care.